guys, how's it going? It's me, Yoko from Japan. Welcome back to my channel. 2 days in a row, and here I am. Here you are. I'm live from Fukuoka Prefecture, Japan. And I already see some of you gathering. Oh, already dozens of people. And let's show you guys what you're saying. Car says howdy. Howdy. Wait, there's some conversation going on here. Yes, Yoko from Japan. Hello, Yoko. Love the channel. Thank you. Konbanwa. Oh yeah, it's a night. It's in the morning now. Here in Japan, it's 11 a.m. So while I was sleeping, the results are changing, and I was kind of expecting, that it was gonna change due to, the opening of mail-in ballots and so forth. But it's weird. It is very, very weird. I saw some information on Detroit in Michigan. They are covering up the place so that people from outside can't see inside, and also they were kicking out the Republicans and so on. And I don't know the system there, so I can't say, especially coming from another country. But also there was this case. I tweeted, I shared some information that there was this man that allegedly stole 80 ballots and then burnt it, and it was a video, and Mr. Eric Trump shared it, and now the account that shared his tweet or his information is banned on Twitter. And I'm like, what's going on? And I see similar information, and I'm hoping that you guys tell me what the hell is going on in America right now. It is just weird looking, like who would really support Biden? Like, if Biden wins more than Hillary did, I mean, Hillary didn't win, but like if he got more votes than Hillary, that's weird. Like, people were cheering on Hillary so much, and it's something that our expert or analyst in Japan was pointing out, that it's interesting that Trump is stronger than we expected, and at the same time Biden is stronger than Hillary. So there's like really weird situation going on, and of course I come from another country, and it's hard for me to understand everything, because some people can be very passionate and can get a little, way too, like it can derail in a way that like, I'm not gonna call everything election fraud, but I want to know like what's really going on and what people are saying, so that I can make a judgment later with common sense and so on. So, okay. I'm getting hungry. Oh my gosh. Hey, Yoko. Hello. 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 Oh, Pennsylvania too. Hello from Florida. Florida won. An interesting election, statistically impossible stuff happening. Yeah, right? Like, we all thought that even if Biden gets all the mail-in ballots votes, it's impossible for him to win. That's what we thought before we went to bed yesterday. We woke up to find all this weird situation going on. Oh, before I get more into this, I want to show you guys something. Here comes Yoko's special screen shares ability. Bam! Look at it! Look, guys! That is my huge face on Breitbart. Like, literally huge face on Breitbart. Exclusive Japanese Trump superfan says he is savior of free world. So there is my face. That is from 4 years ago, actually. I don't have like recent pictures, so yeah. And it's this is done in a way of, like a conversation style. So the reporter asked me questions, and Ishii is me. My last name is Ishii, like legally. So yeah. And so this is our conversation, right? And it goes like a weird advertisement here. It's because of me. Weird advertisement. But see, look how long this is. Blah 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 blah. No, it's not ending yet. Not yet. It's super duper long. Come on, you can still go. Yeah. Damn. And now it's done. This is so long, and I didn't know that it was gonna be done in this style. So I was surprised to see all my comments featured in the article. Like, wow. So that's what I wanted to share. Link in the description box. Except for, aside from Breitbart, I was also recently interviewed by BBC and South China Morning Post, and those links are listed below. And also Breitbart kindly tagged it too in the introduction part. So yes, even though things are not looking good right now, my voice is featured there, and you can take that advantage of me. Please use my words. President Trump is the savior of the free world, and this is the common understanding or a view among our friends here in Asia. And I actually told the reporter during the interview about how I got to know the term the free world. I was kind of hearing it, but I finally understood it fully when I heard the explanation last year in a speech made by a Hong Konger leader at J20, which we held. There was G20, of course, G20 as in like leaders came to Japan, like in Osaka prefecture. So at the time, Xi Jinping, of course, came. So we protested against him. Actually, 1,000 people got together, and it included like, was it 100 people? Yeah, from Hong Kong. They flew here from Hong Kong because national security law wasn't, enacted back then. So anyway, so we got together, all the Asians got together, and our former friend Andy Chan Ho-tin from Hong Kong, he was the former convener of Hong Kong National Party, and he was talking about, this is the 21st century. Why is this colonization by CCP still allowed in this world? And he was explaining how things are, and he shared his viewpoint in the speech at the press conference. And I was actually the translator there, so especially because of that, I was like, wow, this is so powerful, and this understanding is something that we already have, but he named it well. So I'm like, I gotta use that. So yeah, that's how I came to understand how things are. And this is the common understanding here, and I wanted to share in this Breitbart, free world. Seriously, American conservatives are saying that it's the battle between America versus like the land of the free, America versus socialism, they say. And I'm like, it's not even socialism, it's rather communism. So yeah, sharing my thoughts there. So it was really nice. It was really nice of Breitbart to reach out to me to write about what I had to say. And they included all the things that I mentioned about Japan too, like Japanese problems. And so it was very great. It's historical. It features a lot of the problems that we have here, including our emperor family, the emperor family, and abduction by North Korea and so forth. Yeah. So anyway, let's check your comments. They cheated so bad that more votes. By the way, that's my husband walking around. It's so warm in the next room because the sunlight comes in and he's like a little puppy, Oh, it's so cozy here. That's what he's doing. Or is he standing? I don't know. They cheated so bad that more votes than registered people. 140 million votes. Biden more than Obama. Yeah, weird, right? Yeah, going to be over 100% turnout. Yeah, I saw the I think that was Wisconsin number. I saw that too. That more registered, more votes than registered people. That is something is definitely wrong, objectively speaking. So yeah, that's something that I need to keep in mind. Okay. If you tell me like new information, I'm gonna write it down, and so that I can put together everything and tell my Japanese audience about it, possibly write articles. So that's what I'm aiming for. And here I have you guys as my teacher, so please teach me. Greetings from Houston, Texas. Yay, Texas won. That was amazing. Dead voters as old as being born. What? That old? Man. And how do people see that though? Is it like a public? Is it public? Can you see, or is it like testimonies from the inside? I saw a video from Detroit, Michigan. This woman was it was a video, and this woman was saying that, oh, I was in the building all day long, and she was doing all the vote count, and she was explaining at the beginning. I couldn't understand due to my not enough English ability, but something was off, and so she grabbed a bag or box, and then she found like 500 votes that are, and those votes, like the people are not listed on the what you call, I forgot the word, the thing, the list, the voting, the list. And so yeah, I was like, so it, and that kind of information is important, but is that public? I wonder. Even Obama administration time, like Obama's presidential election, I researched about it because I was so serious about supporting President Trump back in 2016. So I read a lot about what happened in the election, and I saw that Obama was using like dead people. So Trump has sued. He always has sued Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Nevada. Oh, I already like multiple places. I only saw like one statement, and I see. Okay. Ooh, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. I'm like sneeze. Some pens don't count on the vote machine. Yeah, I keep seeing like Sharpies don't count. But I also saw though that somebody, oh man, let me show, and I'll have you guys be the judge. Oh wait, let me hold on a minute. I think I liked it. Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, this is awesome. I can show you. This. I'm wondering about this. Oh no, this is not the one, but this is important too. Like they were talking about like cancel thing, and this person is explaining that everything is fine or some sort. Man, so many things to understand, and I have no idea. Why didn't I like? Oh yeah, I saw this video, and yeah, this woman was talking about the Troy 500 ballots from people who were not on the voter rolls, voter rolls, I think. I thought that I saw something else too, but yeah. Why? Sharpies, I saw about Sharpies too, but Sharpies, some people were saying like, oh, there's no problem. So I'm like in the middle of information war, and I don't know, I can't tell, so you guys have to tell me. Hey Yoko, hello. Arizona voters were given Sharpie permanent marker, not a pen. So they gave the Sharpies. I see. Yeah, I was wondering like, why would people want to use what doesn't work? They were apparently using Sharpies permanent markers in many of the ballot boxes. The scanners can't read the Sharpies. Oh, I see. That is awful though. That would never ever happen here in Japan. How we do is we go to the like, it's like you have a little wall and it's a little stand, and on there like a little desk, right? So there you have pencils, like regular pencils, right? And you can't use anything else. It's there, and it's like not even a pen, a pencil, right? It's so basic English, I'm forgetting. But so like you could erase it too if you want. So that's the only kind that we use. So that's very interesting. About 7 states are under lawsuits. Oh, hello from Japan. Oh, you are in Japan too. Wait, the comments skipped. Oh my gosh, I realized that I have so many comments now. Sorry, I am so slow. Frustrated with what's going on in the States. Yeah. Nevada. Huh? If you look at the website data for the Biden-Kamala page, it was created in 2016. Huh? Weird. Let's see. Sorry, I'm gonna skip a few. In Wisconsin, more people voted than those that are registered to vote in the state. Yeah, more people, right? Okay. And Trump has rightfully called Pennsylvania. Yeah. Hey, Yoko, thank you for your support for America. The race is look close. Hopeful Trump can pull through. Oh, yeah. What's gonna happen? It's gonna take a while though, right? Was it Pennsylvania that you have to wait for a few days more? Oh wait, did I see a super chat? Oh, Pankers Pass Quest! Oh my gosh, thank you so much for your support. Oh my god. Oh, thank you. Project Veritas just released video detailing a postal directive to backdate late mailing ballots to November 3rd in Michigan. It's just been uploaded to YouTube. What? Video detailing a postal. I'm gonna have to translate a bit to understand. Sorry. Wait. Nah, you guys take it easy and wait for me a little bit. Next to the back day. Back day は過去の日付。バックライトメールマウス飲めません、ミシガン。Oh, like before November 3rd or sorry, Veritas or somebody is telling me the pronunciation. Okay, I should just check that out, right? Project. Okay, I will check that out. Thank you so much. I'm gonna write it down. I have a note here. I'm so determined. Okay, so チェックと Okay. Thank you. Hunger Fans Quest. Thank you so much. Okay. Oh my gosh. So many comments. Thank you so much. And I wanna... Hello from Florida. Yes. Oh yeah. Somebody else wrote that too. Oh, Mario-san. To release Project Veritas to release whistleblower allegations from within the mailing service in Michigan. It could be a whole can of worms. So inside there are... I understand whistleblower. So they're abandoning votes, maybe? Oh, famous Yuku. Oh, thank you. Oh, okay. You guys are talking about it. Okay, I should definitely check that out. Nice targeted ads. It's like a big belly. How to be thin. Why? Yeah. Yes, Breitbart still exists, and they have covered. It was a different reporter. It was a different reporter this time, but I've known a reporter from there, and yeah, we are on the same page. So sometimes I just one-sidedly give information to see if they are interested in, and so not just Breitbart, but I have a lot of connections. So I share information with the media all the time. I miss Andrew Breitbart. Yeah. Oh, app was taken down. Oh. Okay. When they stopped counting votes, they ended the election. Therefore, forfeiting the election. I have to, sorry, I have to look up. Oh, 募集 forfeit. Yeah, I'm like stopping the counting. It's just weird. Yoko is big in Japan and conservative media. I wouldn't call him Trump, the savior, but he's against communism and socialism, which is extremely evil in my humble and totally unbiased, correct opinion. Yeah. I mean, of course, emotion is attached to, when we see Trump, because we are so desperate. Things here are so intense. Like my friends get arrested, by CCP, and CCP. The way the CCP treats people it's not animal. Like it's not even like at animal level. They are really, really vicious and very I can't even find the right word. They are so horrible and cruel when they treat Asians, other Asians, like Asians that are not communists. They treat them like garbage or whatever. So like the people that joined our protests last year, for example, they get caught. They have gotten caught. And our friends here, like especially Uyghur people here, I'm friends with them, and their family members are killed or put into camps and so forth. So like with that, that's our everyday life. That's what we see, and that's what our friends are going through. And so with that mindset, I look at President Trump, and he's fighting for us too, So of course it benefits America, and that's why he is going for it. But of course we are really thankful for that. But now America's leader might become a man who is rather selling America to China, or receiving money from CCP and that sort of family. So I'm really, really concerned. Hey Yoko, I find myself in a similar position to you now. In the last few months, I started to appreciate Trump for his peaceful presidency and the economic boons he's facilitated for America. Yeah, I wish people would view it that way. That like detach all the emotions and just see what he is doing, how he is contributing to America and the world. Social media is going harder on censor right now. Right wingers now got a 7-day ban on Twitter for hate speech for telling Biden to concede. Just one word and nailed for hate speech. Yeah, I know how that goes. Japanese people get banned all the time too when we criticize China or South Korea. Like that, those are our like enemy countries. And so, yeah, I mean, South Korea is not really an enemy, but Moon administration is a communist regime. So, konnichiwa. Let the usage of let U.S. and Japan grow in peace and unity. Hi, Yoko. I'm a fellow Japanese patriot from Cali. Ooh. If you get a chance, watch the latest report on, X22 report. Oh, episode numbers there too. I'm gonna write that down. You guys have been telling me about X22, or however it is read. 2320B. Okay. I found it very informative. Okay, I will check that out. Thank you so much. Do you have an off-grid house in the countryside? I don't know what a off-grid house is, but this is a rental place. Like I don't know why it's called, but it's a bunch of how it's not like apartments, but I don't know why it's called condo. I don't know. We have a few rooms, and this is many people live here in different rooms. I live in Michigan, and there are reports of cheating at the polls. I guess it's an epidemic here. Luckily, Trump is suing the state. Yeah, that's a good move. I mean, those who are supporting Biden, will probably say like, oh, this is fascism or whatever, or dictatorship, and that sort of stuff. And I don't know what's gonna happen. I would definitely vote for Chan Ho-tin's party when Hong Kong is free again. Yeah, I know! He is such a charismatic leader. Like, oh my gosh, if you don't know Andy Chan Ho-tin, definitely check him out. He cannot talk about politics anymore, though, right now because of the national security law. I hope that he is smarter than, saying things out loud now and get caught. I think that what Hong Kongers have to do right now is to just stay alive and wait for the right moment, to actually fight. Now it's not the time to do that, in my opinion. I mean, it's something that Hong Kongers must decide for themselves. And I know that they are thinking about all the strategy and so forth. But if I were a Hong Konger, I wouldn't move right now. And yeah, Andy Chan has been really quiet, and I can only, look at him from a distance. I really miss him, but we can't even talk. So yeah, it really sucks. But the coverage of this guy is available online. BBC and all the other news outlets have covered about him. And you definitely want to listen to what he was saying before, because it really, it still applies to this day. And CPAC people have met him in person. And even Sarah Carter, especially, she had an interview with him. And we're all together, supporting him from far, far away. Okay, fraud in Wisconsin, in Arizona, in Pennsylvania. Yeah, I want to know the details, though. Have you heard about them using permanent markers? Oh yeah, people were talking about it. Since they bleed through the paper, many of the votes may not have been counted. Oh, that's what it does. Right, now I see. Like, I saw the pictures of, like, the dots going through, and I didn't understand what that meant, but now I understand. Thank you for the explanation. There's a lot of fraud-ridden battleground states. Greetings from Hawaii. Oh, Hawaii! That's amazing you're surviving there, politically speaking. Country to Trump. By inside, MI is Michigan, have more county to Trump, but the state is for Biden. Why is that? Looks strange for me as outsider. Yes. There is a computer that has the dates on the file. There is there's a picture of it on Twitter. Oh, okay. Send everything. Send me everything. Okay. They are supposed to remove dead people from the registered voter lists, but in some places they are slow to do it. Huh? How does that work? What? Do you have somewhere I can send you a pic of the Michigan electoral map as we saw it in Ireland? You can send stuff to me on Twitter at Random Yoko. Please send stuff on Twitter. I check everything there. I might not reply to everything, but I'm looking at everything. So, yeah. Okay. Hi. Dems are winning at big counties and Trump is winning small ones. Yeah. there's one county in Michigan that hasn't released any results at all. Huh, that's interesting. So this Japanese person is telling me to translate. The nursing home? Is it not nursing home? Like old people's place? Somebody collected their information, or ballots, and said that those are Biden's votes, and then mailed it. Is that true? So this person is saying that it's more like realistic now. Oh, when I sneeze, thank you. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go faster. Oh, Yoko, love you. I'm at work. Can't watch now, but I'll catch replay. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope you are doing well at work. Yeah. Huh? They gave people Sharpies to not count the GOP votes and counted the vote by mail without signature. Without signature? That is a problem. And how do people know these things, though? Is it like people leak information, like people speak, or does it really come out? Or, I don't know how things work there. I wish I had a experience of living in the States so that I would have like a sense of how things are done, but I have no idea. So I am American, and I fear that a government coup d'etat headed by Democrat is underway. But if the Dems are winning, though, I don't think Republicans would do anything to like physically. It would be like a legal battles, though, wouldn't it? I don't know. Oh yeah, Chris is saying, I hear the Sharpie thing wouldn't affect much. Yeah, I hear both sides, so I can't tell, but I will tell the Japanese people that there is this controversy that, Sharpie problem. I will tell, Japanese people that, American people are talking about this, like, because that is the information. Okay. Arizona Secretary of State said that they would count the votes that weren't counted due to the Sharpie incident. Oh, cool. Okay, that's good news. I hope Trump wins in the end. Yeah, me too. Let's have our hopes up. Seriously. We are not gonna lose. Okay. Poll worker, check your ID. And gave Sharpies to Republicans. Okay. Yeah. See, there are some people say that it's not a problem. I don't know how it works. From Pennsylvania, elections are handled at the state level to some degree, which is why there are opportunities to cheat. Yeah, I know. That is the difficult part of America. Everyone blames everything on Trump, but it's the governors and, how the state is or the laws are. Yeah. It would never happen anywhere but USA. Yeah, it would never happen. Yeah. In Illinois, we have computer screens, so you can't miss. Oh, that's good. Hi. The Democratic Party has a long history Democratic Party has a long history of voter fraud. With their connections to the labor unions and the mob, they have been able to manipulate the ballot process in order to win elections. Yeah, they have people. It's the same here in Japan as well. They do have labor unions here, and yeah, and teachers union too. I know the American teachers union is very, very left, and here as well. I mean, our teachers were purged after the World War II, like after we lost. So yeah, and teachers union is the support group of our biggest opposition party, and yeah, they they give all the requests to our opposition party, and so forth. Oh, thank you for sending me the picture. I have to check that out. Yeah. What bothers me is how Trump was winning in Michigan and Wisconsin. They stopped counting to go to bed, never done before. Oh, never done before. And then we woke up and then both states have 100 plus more votes, all saying Biden. Yeah, it is just unnatural, right? Yeah, I mean, Democrats, of course, mailed it more than Trump supporters, maybe, but like all finding Biden's votes, crap, it's weird. Yeah, I agree with this. It's so weird. Yeah, none of them were Trump, so no. Yoko! Hello! Arkansas also has computers that will print your ballot after you select your choices. Then you can scan your ballot yourself. No room for fraud in person. Cool. That is something that should be applied in entire America. If Japan, India, Taiwan, Australia to go to war with China without America, we might not win. That's why Trump needs to win this election. Oh, yes. Regular wars wouldn't happen, though. Like, the problem that we have here in Asia is that China is too big. Like technology-wise, we are way ahead. However, they have people, the number of people, and also the economy. Like no matter how much they manipulate, they do have money and they have power. So yeah. Oh man, I could talk a lot about China, but I'm not gonna get into that here, I guess. Okay. Let me catch up with your comments. Oh, it skipped it for me. Okay. They amended laws in Pennsylvania to allow vote by mail without signature. What? Postmark? Even postmark? Or even on time? Seriously? How does that work? What? It is, oh my gosh. Oh, most Americans don't know 100% either. You are familiar with your state, but not others, I'm assuming. Let's see. Election cheating is the coup. Yes. Like this is like in order to do this bold corrupt thing, you have to strategize so much, like even the timing, everybody has to go to bed and in the meantime we'll do some trick, and if that's the case, like you have to think like very, very deeply. But then if there's so much like strategy going on, and then there must be some kind of evidence or proof of how people came up with the idea and allotting all this role to everybody and so on. Like the emails and text messages and so on would be found, I feel, if that's like a strategy. I do see though that BLM people are telling each other to like get together and fight if Trump wins. Let's see. So, I do have quite a delay. It's like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm skipping a bit. Good night, Yoko. You've got bugs in here. What? いいえ。私のコメントを読むのが10分遅れてるんです。Oh yeah, Ilhan Omar, I think I saw that she was telling people to vote even if they're not from the state. I read something like that. I have to check what it was about. Omar. Oh, Mark says about the project Veritas or whatever it's pronounced. Released a bombshell video. Whistleblower speaks about mail fraud in Pennsylvania. Supervisor advised staff to postmark late ballots. November 1st. Oh, now I see. Now I see what Panger's quest meant. なんか4日の分の票を3日として処理するように上の人から言われたっていう、なんちゅうのかな。リークがあったらしい。すごいね。Wow. That is a bombshell. Oh my gosh. You know what else? All Biden states call immediately, sometimes early, even Trump wins. They wait to the last minute. I'm not sure if I understood it fully, but okay. They need to get a hold of some of these ballots and verify them. More votes than registered votes. Yeah. You skipped to the bottom. Okay. For me, they had me scroll through all the candidates before I can pick Trump. After I picked the Senate House seats, my president choice was missing before I finished. So I have to click Trump again. What? There are problems like that too? Now, my husband turned on the TV and now I see Biden's face. They can only cheat so much. 140 million votes total. I'm gonna take a note of the number. Million votes. Biden is winning Wisconsin by only 20,000 votes. How much of it can be fraudulent? Yeah. Wow. That's so close. 20K. Now they're introducing on TV Trump's Twitter tweets, like how magically disappeared and so on. Yeah, mail-in ballots, suspicion. Yeah, now they're gonna now is the time that they start this show. It is my husband's favorite show, even though it's liberal biased. They go in detail, and so he likes to watch it. And they're gonna talk about the election. So I will talk to you and watch at the same time if that doesn't bother you. Okay, let's see. Wisconsin and Michigan votes increased 16% and 15% over 2016 despite stagnant population growth, double the national average. Very suspicious. Oh. Sorry, I'm trying to understand. Okay, I gotta do the math. So, 2016年よりも15%で、16% は増えた。Wisconsin and Michigan. Okay. Yeah, I'm so serious about this because I want to tell Japanese people, okay? So don't judge me. 平均よりね、2倍おかしいと。If Biden wins, you might want to repeal Article 9. I have zero faith he'll honor the agreement and just let China screw you. Yeah, the thing about Biden and CCP connection is that I can't tell how deeply he's involved with China, policy-wise. We survived through the Obama administration somehow. Obama times was hard, but still there was the alliance. And also, even though Obama left our enemies free, like North Korea, they kept developing nuclear weapons, nuclear technology, and also in the South China Sea, China kept building artificial islands. And even though Trump would have done it differently, but regardless, especially because it's so far away, we survived. But this time, our Senkaku Islands, near Okinawa, China is almost taking over there. So that's a different situation. And at the same time, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna be. It sucks that I have to seriously think about the scenario too. I thought that I didn't have to worry about it. Okay. Did you see the Veritas video? Yeah, people are talking about it, so I know about it now. Whistleblower. People think Biden is presidential and well established. That's why they vote for him. Yeah, like a typical politician, right? So, in a way, I guess that's kind of like people feel safe or something with a professional kind of, attitude. Even though Biden keeps making gaffes, it's crazy. Japanese people know about his gaffes too. So, okay. Hawaii voting system is kind of weird, even though we're small islands on the Pacific, driving through the islands of Oahu, I see mostly Trump flags, but the votes are majority Joe. There are Trump supporters in Hawaii too. Ooh. Okay. Oh, it skipped. My comment skipped. Sorry, it's kind of like I'm so slow and kind of quiet. Sorry for that. I want to be entertaining, but I want to learn. Now they're showing the map, and I see the bar, like Biden and Trump, and like 270, and Joe Biden. So. They're talking about Wisconsin, tan, blue. Actually, I have to show you guys the newspaper. Because we are in the future, this is November 5th today. Trump insists victory. Biden believes victory. Wait, that's similar. Both are believing in victory. And they have the map here. Yeah. You can see in Japanese. So this is a front page, of course. So you can see how much we care. And even over here, this column is about that too. Trump hasn't won yet, it says. This is a conservative-leaning paper, by the way. Yeah, but it doesn't say much. Just talking about the statistics, the numbers. Okay. Yoko, look up Trump cleans hotel on YouTube. I wonder if you have seen it. No, I haven't seen it. Like literally Trump cleaning hotel, or I don't know. To my mind, all of Biden's votes must be fraudulent, because I don't believe anybody would vote for that tosser. People wouldn't vote for him, but people want to vote against Trump. So to a certain extent, I understand that some people can vote for Biden. Even Lady Gaga, as I said yesterday, when she sang on stage playing the piano, in the end, like when she was going so cool with the ending, she said like, vote Trump out. She said, let's vote Trump out. So it's not about Biden, it's about pro-Trump or anti-Trump. Yeah. Okay. It's not just fraud, it's mass manipulation and years of media lies, empty left promises. Yeah. I think that it has been going on for such a long time, because everything, like, America started to have the problem of liberalism and communism and so on. Like even during the World War II, there were lots of communist spies inside of the administration from Soviet Union. And it's a famous story here in Japan. And, McCarthy was a little too early to do what he had to do. Hollywood is all like, communists, and yeah, we are aware of that in Japan. And this is like, so what I'm trying to say is that people have benefits with each other, all those leftists. So it creates, I don't believe in like conspiracy theory and so on, but I do think that like it creates an environment like that people benefiting each other and expanding, empowering each other, and in the end like they end up making this huge system. And yeah. Biden is a paid CCP puppet. Yeah, I think so. I think that a lot of my Asian friends are worried now, you know. Like what comes to my mind the most is Hong Kong, you know, like Hong Kongers putting up the American flags, and they can no longer do that. Like, help America, like let's fight with us, you know. They want to say that, but if Biden is elected, then like it's obvious that Biden is, you know, on the side of CCP. So I'm distracted by Trump's speech. It's from last night for you. They're featuring that. Sorry, I'm so slow. Take your, you know, do whatever you want to. Sorry for being slow, but I am enjoying this though. And I can't believe that over 100 people, like 120 people watching. Oh my gosh, thank you all for watching. I'm surprised at how weak and quiet Republicans are. Fox News is gone. Yeah, Fox News is gone, except for the anchors, you know, famous ones. But I guess though that you shouldn't really say all this election fraud things much unless you can present it in such a convincing way, you know, like because if you look at the result objectively, and if one side is saying like, oh, this is fraud and blah blah blah, that information. No, Fox News wants to be the opposition. Wow. Everybody though, like my husband just told me that even our friends are saying, like friends in America, Fox News is really really bad this time. The coverage of them is awful. Everyone is saying that, so I believe everyone that are my friends. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they're featuring on TV Trump's speech and, you know, stopping the counting of 4. He said, we already have won. Controversial stance, but I think the US or somewhere should always be a land of freedom. People should vote with their feet if they feel like they value more authoritarian means to their ends. 何がトランプのこの発言があったんで、トランプはまだ買ってない株の手にあの人はそういう人や。My husband knows about Ben Shapiro, but he just told me that Ben Shapiro tweeted and said that after Trump made this speech, like we won kind of speech, then Ben Shapiro said like, no, he hasn't. Like he tweeted it, right? That's what my husband just told me. Yeah, front page. Like, I mean, the election, the U.S. presidential election, has been our thing for a while now, and every time though, it's every time that we talk about it all the time on TV and so forth. And oh man, I have to tell you, there's a of course there's embassy in Tokyo, but over here in Fukuoka Prefecture, there's a U.S. consulate, and at the consulate, the consulate people went to the university, our local university, and they held this event to educate the students about like how the election is done in the US and the system, the rules and so forth. They taught all the rules and so on. And at the end, they did the election by themselves also to learn. And the news here, of course, covers it and says the result too. And the winner is Biden. And in that election, and they broadcast that here. I'm like, like, you don't have to do that. Like, we don't care about what, biased students think. And we don't have to know that that's not any news. Like, it's cool that they practice, but whatever, we shouldn't have disarmed the Japanese. Yeah, seriously, wrong choice back in the day. I mean, if I say that though, I know that people will say like, yeah. But seriously, like, it was all coming, from back then too. Japan was already influenced by communism too, before the World War II, I think. And during the World War II, communists were there being active. Like, we had a branch of Comintern, in like Soviet branch here. So yeah, we were meant to fight against communism at one point, and it didn't happen during the World War II. So it started after the World War II, and now here we are. Trump believes victory. Biden doesn't know what day it is. No, he doesn't even recognize himself. He's like, hello, blah, blah, blah. I'm Joe Biden's husband. He's Joe Biden's husband, guys. I don't know who Joe Biden is anymore. Let's see. Okay. Oh, what is the name of the newspaper you just showed us? This is Sankei. This one. I don't know if you read Japanese, but this. It's Sankei. S-A-N. Sankei. K-E-I. Sankei. And small newspaper, like, it's nationwide, and it's one of the biggest ones here, but they're struggling with the business side because people are not reading. I mean, it's the digitalization age, the digital age, and less and less people are reading newspaper to begin with. So if you think this is tough, wait till the actual election in December in electoral college, right? With faithless efforts, it will be wild. Whoa. No, they're talking about what happened midnight here in Japan. Or no, it's midnight. Huh? I don't want to declare that we won, but Biden. Stupid Biden.
Now, every vote must be counted. No one's going to take our democracy away.
Now, every vote has to be counted. Yeah, exactly.
例えばあなたのツイッターね、英語のやつをツイートしてるやつ、3000リツイートぐらいってさ。
私がなんか書いてるので、元ネタじゃなくて私のが。
元ネタがあるの英語のやつをリツイート、日本語でリツイートしてるやつ。
どれだろう。My husband just told me that one of my tweets this morning, like for me this morning, is like 3,000? Where? Ooh! What the hell? What? This is crazy, guys. I didn't notice. Do you see how many times it's retweeted and it's like it just hit what? 4K. Oh my gosh. So many people retweeting. What? What happened? How did that happen? I do have many followers now, but how did that happen? Oh. Oh. Wow. It's like it's a scary time, I hope that I translated everything correctly. But I think that it's American people sharing though, so that's good. But this woman is very convincing. She's really upset. Like you can tell, like she's like she's moving like, oh my gosh, Yeah. Okay. Trump isn't racist. He isn't a racist. The real racists are Democrats. You ain't black if you don't vote for Biden. You ain't black. Like seriously, the racist controversy is just so silly. It's so low in my opinion. Because like look, I mean, someone, oh man, I don't remember who, but there's a picture of Trump holding the hand of a black woman tightly, and he is making a speech. There's a beautiful picture of President Trump. I wonder if I can find that. Like some victim's mom. Oh, mother. Let me see if I can find. There's this beautiful. Oh yeah, I found it, guys. Let me show you. Trump isn't racist. He's you see that? This is so beautiful. He's there supporting, and when he's speaking too, she's like on the back. Like, see this? You see this? He's speaking and fighting, and this black woman is this is some kind of mother victim of black woman Trump. Mother of a woman killed in Charlottesville says, oh, okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now it's closed, but yeah. He is fighting for the black community. Okay. Okay. Let's go to the bottom. Everyone loved Trump before the 2016 election. I know, right? Once he said that he's going for the Republican Party, then I'm pretty sure that Democrats would have really, really loved him if he ran from the Democratic Party. But then, of course, his policy wouldn't make sense in the Democratic Party. So. Anyway, if you have any fraud information, let me know so that I can tell to my Japanese audience. Okay, let me see any new ones. Greetings from Houston, Texas. Yay! Texas. I'm worried about the future of Texas. It's really the votes are like dividing into half, and right? Like it was not a huge win, was it? Let me see. Yeah, it's like Texas. Trump is 52% and Joe Biden 46%. And people are moving there, as you guys told me, and and I wonder if it's possible to divide California and Texas, like election wise, because that would be the only way to survive. You know, like the number in California and Texas, they are so big. You know. Let's see. Random Yoko, watch 7 Crowder. He has video proof of ballot fraud. Ooh, thank you. I'll check that out. Steven Crowder. Okay. The left didn't hesitate to call Trump a Russian spy with no evidence. I know, right? What about Biden? Man, it's like I was interviewed before, and I was asked about how President Trump lies. And so the reporter wanted to hear what I think about Trump lying about things. And I'm like, lies? Like, I don't exactly know what lies he was talking about, but, my answer to that was, it's only fair if you use the same measurement to everybody else, especially Biden, right? We don't know about Biden family. We can tell that it's a criminal family, judging by all this information that are there online, receiving the emails showing all this connections with other countries. My home state of Northern New York, everyone votes Trump, but New York City gets the final say because of their large population. Right? It's happening nationwide in the US. Like you guys were telling me yesterday that Illinois is like it's a red state, but only Chicago is blue. And so then it's a blue result. So I don't know if that reflects the, what people think in America. BLM is stupid, I agree, but who's more stupid is people leftists here that imitate them. They are no longer active, I think, but right when BLM started to, go really crazy, our leftists copied them. But like Japanese police are the nicest people ever. They're so nice to criminals, unfortunately. But so for that, people didn't buy it. Like, that's made up. Biden has a racist past too, so don't say Trump is if you don't throw the other guy also. I agree. Biden he changes what he says easily. That would never happen here in Japan. It's so hard to change our views. Like for politicians especially, it's harder to change the policies and so on. Athens, Tennessee? What happened in Tennessee? Oh, my Japanese viewer is leaving. Bye-bye. Okay, people are talking about Biden and there's some argument going on here. Okay. Will you ever do another piano video? Maybe, but I haven't touched my keyboard in forever. I don't have piano here, so yeah. I played the national anthem of America though recently, and there's a video of that. If that's what you mean. If Biden wins, socialism spreads to US and then the rest of the world. I think socialism is already spread though in the world. Yeah. But in Japan, by the way, there's a socialist party, and they were active when I was little, very politically powerful, in a way powerful, like small party, but powerful in a way. However, they're gonna be gone soon. They're gonna lose the criteria to form a political, national level political party. So yes, we defeated, But there is always the Japanese Communist Party, which is worse. So yeah. Thank you for the stream. Oh, thank you for being here. Oh, thank you for your super chat. I'm from upstate New York too. New York State needs an electoral at the state level. Plus, look up Prager U video on Calvin College. It's pretty cool. I don't know how to read that, but I'll not write that down. People are saying Las Vegas. They're analyzing the votes. That's funny. Japanese people are so serious. Oh yeah, they're talking about how, Las Vegas. So it's all red and only east and west are blue. Now this American who was raised in Japan, he speaks fluent Japanese. He was born in New York and raised in Hiroshima Prefecture, Japan. He just said that they start counting the easier ones, for example, the Trump's or Republican Party votes are easier to count because region-wise it's them, there's a vote, so they do that and then adjust by counting Biden's votes later and so forth. Interesting. Yeah, but anyway. Okay, I'll check that out. California here. I was going to move to Texas back in 2008 when I first noticed of what our government is up to, but we can only make a change if we fix our counties and states first. Difficult decision. Yeah. Personally, I always like to stay in my hometown. I never want to leave here. So they're talking about Pennsylvania now. This Japanese anchor is saying like, it's all red. Japanese guy on TV saying Pennsylvania, it's all red, and but there are dots of like they're showing the state map on TV, and I see it's all red, but 4 places like Pittsburgh, Harrisburg, Philadelphia, and all this like specific places are blue, and it's the pattern of America I see now. It's like some of you were pointing out that in the cities, it's all liberal, and in the suburb or everywhere else, it's Republican Party. So interesting. I mean, it's similar here in Japan as well. Like we can't read how our votes turn out in the city, like Tokyo or Osaka, like in the middle of the city. However, like over here, even it's not a countryside, it's suburb level, but more city though. It's a city, but it's not as crowded and so on. Like in Tokyo, people have our roots here, and so our minds are very old-fashioned. So in places like this, like other than Tokyo and all the other big cities, people tend to vote for conservatives or socially conservatives, so not conservatives, but non-communist or non-liberals, if you know what I mean. Okay. Socialism is already spread around the world. US is the last one standing. Okay. The countryside is more traditional and conservative. Yes, I think so. Mainly the big cities, even in the most red states, is blue. Yeah, Tennessee is blood red, but Nashville and Memphis are deep blue. Oh, so that's the pattern, right? I see why, though, if you think about it. Like I said, I never want to live here because I love my hometown. This is where I grew up, and this is where my past generations, like my ancestors, lived. And I have this attachment here, and I want to carry on what's here. But those who are not mentally rooted back home, they go somewhere else and they do whatever the heck they want and so on, unless they are determined to do things like to be successful for their hometown or stuff like that. Unless that's the scenario, people usually, like people without roots, they go to other places and try out things and just have fun with them, life as a game. That's the impression that I have. So if I think so, my understanding helps me understand this, that people are more liberal in the city. Very interesting. What? Joe Biden referred to black children as roaches? Really? That's awful, though, if it's true. Tell me why she supports Trump. By she, you mean me? You can read the interviews by BBC, South China Morning Post, and Breitbart. All links down below in the description box. If he went independent, he would have lost. The closer you are to your neighbors, the more you want someone to control what they do. That is why homeowners associations exist. Closer you are your neighbors, the more you want to control what they do. Oh, interesting. Random Yoko supports Trump because she is intelligent and not brainwashed. Okay. Yep, I am I don't know if I'm intelligent, but I can see how the world is structured, how the society is structured. Like, people are really attached to emotions, and we have to stop doing that. Like, of course, it's okay for us to be all human, but we have to be able to detach and see things objectively. And the left narrative is always victimhood, and it'll be like a sensationalism. So yeah, it's the common tactic by the left. You know, Japan is struggling with victimhood mentality too. You guys have white guilt, we have war guilt from the World War II. And yeah, like, even for, you know, like, America has war guilt too, I think. That I mean, it might be, I don't know, it's complicated, but still, like, what I think about Japanese election. People don't go vote. That's the biggest thing about Japan. People are not as interested in politics as American people or people overseas in general. And it's usually 50 or 60% of us that go to vote. And yeah, and city type people they like whatever trendy things. So if the election is something that is trendy, you know, it's if it's a hot topic in our society, then they will go jump on it and say that they went to vote and so forth. But yeah, that's about it, I guess. And people like over here in Fukuoka or elsewhere, if our prefectures are not as big, then people tend to vote for conservative. And it's such a huge topic, though. I can't really answer everything. And at the same time, I'm totally distracted by TV right now. So sorry. I'm so sorry. I want to answer better, but I should do that. I'll do the answering more on my weekly Q&A session on Saturday. Your time is 10 p.m. You said? Yeah. Probably why cities are more blue. You want the government to control what your neighbors do, since you're practically stuck to one another. Ah, I see what you mean now. Interesting. They're showing the Trump supporters having fun in Florida on TV. Oh. And New York's BLM people going violent. Oh boy, they're so violent in New York. Like we can just see that on TV. Like I'm Japanese, obviously, and I can see, and they compare like Trump supporters being so happy and celebrating, and in Florida, and in New York, all these BLM people in black, they are destroying the doll and so on, like being violent. Okay. Anyway, you guys told me some things about Project Veritas and X22 report, episode 2320B, and about votes. There are more votes than registered, and that 140 million votes. I forgot what it's about, but yeah, about that I'll look into that. And Stephen Crowder and Prager University video, Prager something video, Calvin Coolidge or whatever. Yeah, and oh yeah, let's compare Obama votes and Hillary and Biden. Yes. Okay. Nothing has been said about violence in the US media. Yeah, they're showing the 爆地ってなんだろう? I wonder. 爆地じゃない? 爆竹だろ. Firecracker? Like BLM people in New York. Oh no, this is Washington, it says. But Washington, D.C., I guess, in front of the White House. BLM people are like using firecracker and so on, and also during the performance going violent even against cops, and like a few groups had some fights with the cops. And they're talking about that on TV here in Japan. Now they're talking about Beverly Hills. I should end this soon though, by the way. I have to put together everything you told me, and so that I can tell the Japanese people. All I know is if Biden wins, Yoko-san and Hide-san will have a new neighbor. My business will move offshore. I'm not paying Biden's corporate and capital gains taxes. Oh yeah. You can always move to Japan. Maybe. Man, if Biden wins, I have to seriously think about the scenario. That's sad, but but we can turn this around though. Like we can talk about this election fraud possibilities, and we can also point out how the left side in the world, like radical leftists, not liberals are kind of cute, but radical ones like these Antifa BLM terrorists and so on, they are all connected or they're funded and so on. So we could expose how they're doing their activities. I'm I am a political activist myself, so I know what it takes to do political activities. We have to think about how to, get together people and in what way and what's the fund. We need money to, prepare all the gears and places. Like we have to book the place and so on. And like there are lots of things that we have to do to prepare for activities. And when I see like all these riots and so on, I don't think like, oh, it's just random people. Like somebody is guiding and so on. And what we can do is to expose that, and then CCP is probably involved as well, money-wise especially. So then we can kind of turn this around, like, oh, it was not Russiagate, but it was rather like China, for example. That's one scenario. And so then the election was really interfered by, other countries or all these big tech companies or whatever, like huge people. So, oh, phone is ringing. It's the same with accusing Japan of war crimes. It's stupid leftist tactic to propagandize people. The next thing you know, they will try to blame us all for what some cavemen did 10,000 years ago. Yeah. It really works though. The guilt imprint really works because you want to if guilt is imprinted, then you will feel like you want to forget about your roots. So when I was taught all this anti-Japan things, history, anti-Japan history we learn in school. So I really hated being Japanese. I was literally saying that in public, that I hate being Japanese or Japan sucks. And I was saying that. No wonder why I studied English so hard and I wanted to become an American citizen back then. No wonder. And that is the liberal mind. That is what, leftists are trying to turn you into. So, yeah. Did we win the election, fellas, or not? I'm wondering the same thing. I have to check this guy, Larry, somebody that my friend recommended. He's always precise on election. What's the word? It was P. A prediction. Election prediction. There's this guy that my friend recommended, Larry, and he reads it well, I hear. But so I want to know, like, regular people. Usually, there are people that are usually right on election results, and I want to compare that with what's happening. It would be really interesting, right? Like, because there are votes, or like votes don't change much in politics. So, I should do that. I'm taking notes. It's my birthday today. Oh, Laker Joe, happy birthday! Yeah. Happy birthday to you. We sing that too here in Japan. I probably sound like a conspiracy theorist, but I have questions, not looking for answers per se, but I still find interesting. What is your conspiracy theory or whatever? Oh, hey, there's a continuation. Why in Michigan did Republican poll watchers get escorted off site by police, preventing them witness tabulations? Poll watchers. Yeah, that's my question too. Why in Michigan and Wisconsin did they stop counting at 3 a.m., say they will continue in the morning, but started up again at 4 a.m.? They started again on 4 a.m.? They did? Jess or is it Jess or Jessie? Jess, right? I'm gonna use your summary. 1 Michigan. Escorted out. So poll watchers in Michigan, I believe, were inside of the place and they were escorted out. And I saw a guy explaining that those who kicked out the Republicans said that it's you have to be registered to be a watcher and so on, but those Republicans didn't hear that beforehand. That's the explanation that I heard, if I understood the English right. Watchers is right? By police? Was it by the police? Michigan and Wisconsin stop counting at 3 a.m. Then started again at 4 a.m. 3. I'm gonna use this summary. Why at 4 a.m. was there an influx of ballots? 100%, all of them for Biden. Ooh. 4 a.m. influx of ballots, 100% for Biden. Okay. See, this is a good class. I'm a student. I'm learning here. I'm totally taking notes. Seriously, I'm taking notes. Why did they board up the windows and prevent poll watchers from witnessing the tabulations? Yes, exactly. Why are ballots being accepted with the unverified signatures? Ballots accepted with verified signatures, and 3 days after the election. The election deadline, though, I hear that there's a law. that's a law. But the signature one, someone else said that there's a new law to be able to vote without signature. So that's something I want to dig into. Okay. Wait. Wait, you guys are so fast while I was writing. Why are the most important swing states having so much trouble counting votes? Exactly. Other than states, even much larger ones had no trouble counting them yesterday. Think about that coincidence. Oh. That's a good point. That's a really good point. I really love, getting all this insights from you directly in America. I learn a lot. Trouble counting votes. Because, I wonder how hard it is to count mail-in ballots. I mean, the process probably it depends on each state, but how different can it be? Look at my state though. We always have fraud one way or another, and yet we counted our ballots. How do we manage to get our crap together and others not? That's a good question. Interesting. Florida. Oh, now they're talking about militia on TV. It's like they are comparing like pro-Trump people caused problems and anti-Trump people also caused problems. And they're comparing on TV. Yeah, it's interesting. It's usually Japanese TV is so biased, but I think the experts here that are invited to the show, they are not everyone, but there are two good people. One being American, and so with their help, the TV show is being pretty neutral. So it's great because this show is nationwide in Japan. They just said that hundreds of Antifa people are like doing activities in Washington, D.C., but haven't heard any problems yet. Interesting. Like Antifa in Japanese is Antifa, as it is. So, okay. I guess I'll go in like 5 minutes. Yeah, I'll go in 5 minutes. Okay. I need to put together everything. So I want to make a video or post a live streamed video later in Japanese so that Japanese people will get to have an idea of what's going on in the States. Have you been to a Trump rally? No, I want to go, but then you can't go to restroom though while lining up. So silly, that's my concern. But I just wonder, like, how do people do that, being in line forever? Oh, okay, so I definitely have to watch this guy. Oh, they started at 4 a.m. That's a fact. Ooh, wow. Detroit rigged another vote. They voted in Kilpatrick for over a decade, and he bankrupted the city with his corruption. Oh. Maybe not police, but escorted away. Yeah, I saw the video. Okay. Oh, I'm so slow. There were registered poll watchers that were escorted out by the sheriff. Oh, that's the situation. Okay, thank you. Sheriff, right? Escorted out. Okay. Mainstream media is controlled by China, in my opinion. China dominates in economy, so you know how that works, right? So yeah, no wonder. Okay. 4 more minutes.
そちらのグラフにさっき出ました、ペンシルバニア、ジョージア、ネバダ取っちゃったっていうですね、これやるとね、マッチが占めると思うんですよ。もう圧勝すればマッチが占める。やっぱりトランプさんへの自分たちの思いが熱が届かなかったんだっていうんで、急に燃えにくくなり。
Trump did win. They're stealing it from him right now. As we speak, militia groups are forming in the United States, maybe in an all-out civil war by next week. Do you think so? Do you think like militia type of people and BLM Antifa terrorist type would start a war? It's like I don't know. I don't know if that's realistic. You tell me. I'm not American. Watch this, please. Very urgent. Watch this by this. What are you referring to? The guy? こんにちは、横江の日で。Hello, Droc-san. I'm actually leaving in like 2 minutes. Oh, they changed the dates on the ballots. That's important. Did I write that down? Change the date of that. But how do people know that they changed the ballot date of the ballot? Is it whistleblowers? No army wouldn't let BLM to make a war, right? That's what I think. Like, I mean, like the government will not be silenced. Oh, I mean, silent. Beverly BT, a conservative activist, and 3 Proud Boys were stabbed in Washington, D.C. Oh, no. Yeah, I think I might have seen that news coverage. Proud Boys. That's an important thing, so I'm gonna write it down. Oh, I have to go. Michigan voters received calls telling them not to come. Huh? On election day because the polls are full? The Board of Elections said these calls were false. What? Really? I hope there are information about it online. I want to know how it is reported and so on. Michigan voters receive phone calls. Sorry guys, I'm silent. Board of Elections said false. There won't be a war. Trump has this. Yeah. No war. There will just be there will be just riots and looting while the rest watch Netflix. Okay. Okay, so I have to go soon. So, I mean, like now. So, have a good day, Random Yoko. I find your videos and live streams very enlightening. Thank you. If fraud succeeded, we wouldn't know it happened. Oh, so whistleblower information. Okay, thank you. What this feed about? This feed is about me learning election fraud in America. Or, I don't know, people are talking about different things in the chat too. Okay. We'll fix this legally. Yeah, I know that you will. Thanks for having a cool stream. It was great to chat with chill people of different opinions in a civil way. Oh, that's great. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out with me. It's really important for me, it's like I can always guess and, get lots of information and waste my time, but I want to go directly to you guys and see how you are feeling, because what you are thinking, what you are feeling, what you're going through, that is the information for us Japanese here in Japan. So your opinions, your perspectives, everything matters. Okay, grammar mistake. Okay. I also like this chat. Thank you. Hope you all have a wonderful day, night. Yeah, it's so amazing that you guys are so nice to each other. I sometimes think of like doing like a chill with me live stream. I'll be just here, just hanging out, and you can just sit there in your room or whatever. Okay. Huh? BLM is already shooting people? Really? Man, I need to go, but a little bit like I want to read. Looks like they're done counting ballots in Philadelphia for tonight. Enough time for the liberals to install more fake votes for Sleepy Joe. Oh no. At this time? I mean, it is midnight, but okay, interesting. Philadelphia.
入江さんに聞きました。トランプさんのいいんじゃないついもあれたんですよ。まだバイデンさんがいいニューヨークとやはり日米同盟というものの安定をかなり優しく考えました。日米同盟という
Oh, hi from Brazil. Hello to Brazil. The risk I see is Pelosi being interim president and making sure things go a certain way. Yeah, she has power. Peaceful in Lakewood, Ohio. Great. Yeah, I bet that things are different in each place of the states. Okay. William stabbed a black woman yesterday. Really? Man, I should do I'm doing this Q&A live stream every Saturday your time, but I'm like maybe it's not ask Yoko but ask you live stream that I need to do to get information from you. Oh yes, I'll watch that project Veritas or whatever. Okay. Oh, Danny, it's your first time watching me? Oh, cool. You are super cool. You are super cool to, hang out with me till this late. YouTube algorithm sent me here, really. Usually my videos don't get much reach. Oh, it's well in Texas. We are just drunk talking about if our state finally becomes its own country. Okay. Okay. Man, you guys are so fun to hang out with. Huh? Look at Carlos Osueda thread on Twitter. He detailed this. Like the fraud thing. If that's the case, I will Carlos Osueda Twitter. Thank you. Okay. I've been a fan of yours since back in the piano cover days. Oh, thanks for the awesome content. I'm calling a night. おやすみなさい。おやすみなさい. Wow. Yeah, I used to cover music all the time. So. Oh, from Brazil. Yay. Hello. And it is actually Yoko without M. It's random Yoko. People cut in the wrong places, especially, it depends on your language, I guess. And, okay. Yoko is big in Japan and now maybe on YouTube. I hope to grow my channel. I have to engage more with you. I mean, this is easy. Live streaming is the easiest thing ever. So I could do this much more often, but at the same time, I feel like part of me feels like if I do too often, then people might get kind of, I don't know, start finding me not as interesting or something. And I need a topic to talk about, I'm assuming. So I don't know. Tell me if you have any requests of how I should run this channel. Let me know. And yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna. No, I didn't mean to do that. I was gonna stop that. Okay. So I'm gonna go. This has been 2 hours. I'll be back definitely. I don't know about the next few days, but I will definitely come back on Saturday for you. Yeah. So Saturday 10 p.m. I think it was 11 p.m. till you change the time, but yep. Okay, so thank you, and you guys are having fun in the chat, so be friends with each other or something. And yeah, I will talk to you soon. Okay, I'm gonna go now. So, I feel like sneezing, but I'm not going to. Okay. Thank you, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go. So, please read the links below. My interview articles are there. Check them out. Spread the information that there are people in Japan that are on the same page as you. And hopefully that will give some hope for people in your country. So, bye-bye, guys. It's so late there. Yeah. Okay, see ya, bro. Bro. I'm a sis, but bro. Okay, whatever. Okay, thank you, guys. I'm gonna run the outro and leave. Okay. Bye. Oh.